The Book of Job, Chapter 1. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, a man of righteousness, untouched by deceit, fearing God and turning away from evil. Blessed was he beyond measure, with 7 sons and 3 daughters, and his wealth beyond counting. 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 donkeys, and a household filled with servants. Among the people of the East, none was greater than Job. His sons would host feasts in their homes, each in his appointed time, inviting their sisters, rejoicing in plenty. And when the days of feasting had passed, Job, faithful in his ways, would rise early in the morning to offer burnt offerings for each of them, saying, "Perhaps my children have sinned, or in their hearts they have cursed God. Let their transgressions be covered unseen by the Almighty." Thus did Job continually, a man devoted, his heart unwavering. But far beyond the land of Uz, in realms unseen by mortal eyes, the gathering takes place in the courts of heaven. The sons of God present themselves before the Lord, and among them walks one who bears the weight of darkness, Satan the accuser. From where do you come? From roaming the earth and walking upon it. Have you considered my servant Job? There is none like him on the earth, a man blameless and upright, who fears God and turns away from evil. Does Job fear God for nothing? Have you not placed a hedge around him, his household, and all he possesses? You have blessed the work of his hands. His wealth spreads across the land. But stretch out your hand, strike all that he has, and surely he will curse you to your face. Very well, all that he has is in your hand, but do not lay a hand on his person. And so Satan departed from the presence of the Lord. The sun sets over Job's land. The night is calm, but beneath its silence, the storm of calamity stirs. In a single dreadful day, messengers arrive one after another, their faces drained of color, their voices trembling. My lord, the oxen were plowing, the donkeys grazing beside them. When the Sabaeans raided and took them, they struck down the servants with the sword. I alone had escaped to tell you. Fire of God fell from heaven. It burned the sheep and the servants, consumed them whole. I alone had escaped to tell you. The Chaldeans formed 3 bands, raided the camels, struck down the servants with the sword. I alone had escaped to tell you. Your sons, your daughters, were feasting in their eldest brother's house, when suddenly a great wind swept from the desert. The house collapsed. None survived. I alone had escaped to tell you. A silence deeper than the grave fills the air. Job's breath hitches. His vision blurs. He staggers. His knees were growing weak beneath him. Then, with trembling hands, he rends his garments. Dust and ashes cling to his skin as he falls to the ground, his face pressed against the earth. Then Job arose. He tore his robe, shaved his head, and fell upon the ground. But from his lips no curse was heard. No anger rose against the heavens. Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And in all this, Job did not sin, nor did he charge God with wrongdoing.